This is VOA News. I'm Steve Karish. Authorities now say at least 45 people are dead after a boat carrying migrants broke apart near the southern Italy coast. VOA's Tommy McNeil has the story.
State TV quoted the local prefect's office as saying that by late morning, more than 36 bodies had been recovered and about 60 people were rescued. The Italian news agency AGI said that among the bodies was that of a baby a few months old. Some officials said that there could have been up to 180 people on the boat. Details about the nationalities of the migrants were not immediately provided in the reports. Boats reaching Italy's southern coast usually start in Egypt or Turkey. Tommy McNeil, VOA News, Washington.
Some Nigerians are returning to the polls on Sunday after technical problems prevented them from casting their votes on Saturday. Ogunni Olodokana is a Nigerian teacher. He's optimistic.
My hope is for my choice candidate to come out and to come and change the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria, such as in terms of hunger, electricity, road. I want him to come and address the situation so that the masses can survive.
The election occurs as Nigeria is experiencing a cash shortage, widening poverty, high inflation, and energy shortages. The United States is confident that China is considering providing lethal equipment to support the Russian invasion of Ukraine. This, according to CIA Director William Burns. Such a step by China would be a very risky and unwise bet, he said in an interview aired Sunday on CBS television. His comments, along with others on Sunday by National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, constituted the latest warning to China to stop short of providing lethal weaponry to Russia. From Washington, this is VOA News. U.S. First Lady Jill Biden is close to wrapping up her 5-day visit to Africa. VOA's Marissa Melton has the story.
On Saturday, the First Lady was in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi, where she praised young adults for learning about safe sex and dating practices. She also attended a meeting of women who essentially created their own banking system. Biden has been highlighting U.S.-backed efforts to empower women and young people during her stops in Namibia and Kenya. The programs teach them skills that will help them find jobs or start businesses, and also how to avoid getting infected by the virus that causes AIDS. Marissa Melton, VOA News.
Local officials say that schools are reopening in Syria's rebel-held northwest after closing for nearly 3 weeks following an earthquake that devastated the region. Many schools were turned into temporary shelters following the earthquake that killed tens of thousands of people. Local journalists in northwestern Syria said Saturday, however, that many students were absent from their classes as their homes were damaged by the quake and their families now reside elsewhere. Tens of thousands in Southern California are suffering power blackouts and flooding in a rare winter storm as Northern California battles deep snow and freezing temperatures. Diane Toe reports.
In Northern California, San Francisco braced for record cold temperatures on Saturday, while the National Weather Service warned residents of state capital Sacramento to avoid travel from Sunday through Wednesday. On Twitter, the agency said, quote, "Extreme impacts from heavy snow and winds will cause extremely dangerous to impossible driving conditions and likely widespread road closures and infrastructure impacts." The mixed set of storms, expected to hit on Sunday, will bring wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour in the Sacramento Valley and up to 70 miles per hour in the nearby Sierra Nevada mountains.
Reuters' Diane Toe reporting. Jordan held a meeting on Sunday between top Israeli and Palestinian security and political officials, along with U.S. participation to halt a recent surge in violence that has stoked fears of a wider escalation ahead of the holy Muslim month of Ramadan. Jordan said Israel and Palestinian sides stressed their commitment to previous agreements and to work to achieve a just and fair peace. On Sunday, police said a bomb attached to a motorcycle ripped through a crowded market, killing at least 4 people and injuring 16 others in southwestern Pakistan's remote Barkhan district in Baluchistan province. Spain has identified its first ever suspected case of the Marburg disease. The patient is a 34-year-old Spanish citizen. Reporting from Washington, I'm Steve Karish.
Please subscribe, like, or comment. Thank you.